Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to a fine Wednesday evening, or whatever happens to be in your time zone. I'm SLdr Cody, and I'm Cody. The Twitch API is definitely being crusty or something. Because when I first loaded up OBS, one of the docs said the page couldn't be found, and I had to reload it before chat actually showed up. And then we had that first taken forever to change to second, even though Firebot told it to long ago. I don't know. Thankfully, with Firebot, with the first, second, and third, it actually checks a variable that I set when that gets claimed. And that determines whether somebody's claim is registered as first, second, or third. So at least I've got that. And we don't have to rely on the fact that things don't like to change. I noticed on Firebot's side, at least, that things still showed up as first. For some reason, I don't know why, but just on Firebot's end, by the way, on Twitch's end, the queue it actually changed to second over there. So I don't know what's going on with that. Oh my goodness. Also, I realized that Tangia dungeons will spoil you on what people may or may have not have gotten when the dungeon begins. I've got that I've got the little pop-up thing in the background, enter a dungeon, and one of the times a free interaction popped up there. Well before, when the dungeon had only just started, so, I mean, that does tell you how the variables, how all that stuff is handled in the background. That's all calculated, it's all predetermined, and then the events get played to a person's visual eye, gradually. But that's cool and all. It's a little detail I couldn't help noticing. Also, I don't have any... okay, good. I don't have any old redeems. Excellent. Because, yeah, we got to go over the changes we made between streams here. Because we are on a new week. And it's pretty much tradition at this point. March 1st. I could have sworn we just went over the seasonal throws being rotated. Yeah, hold on. What? I thought we went over all of this. Maybe we went over it last week. You know what? I think I went... Hold on. What does the 22nd one say? Oh, the 22nd one was when the Shiny Exchange was introduced, and the March 1st one is the one with less change notes. Okay. Well, welcome on in, Omega. Congrats on getting first. Aqua, congrats on getting second, even though for some reason some places still labeled it as first. My rewards queue changed to second when first got claimed, but for some reason the Firebot side here was still getting it as first. I think the Twitch API is just being slow, but congrats on getting second, Aqua. A variable tracks that, so... the mislabeling doesn't cause things to happen incorrectly. Unless you claim really close together, then we can have that problem, but it's got to be within 5 milliseconds or so. It's got to be really fast. Because Firebot's actually really quick to set the variables. Actually, I don't even think 5 milliseconds would do it. I think it would have to be at the exact same time. Because Firebot runs the effects that are triggered in the order it receives the events. So there's usually no circumstance in which things shift unless something happens at the exact same time and it can't decide who goes when. And third did behave properly. 1 second was properly claimed. The label actually changed to third as it was supposed to. So it's all good. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's like, wow, how are you doing dungeons in the background while you're doing while you're doing the Alright, that's because I have the pop-up open, and the pop-out actually makes it much easier. But yeah, welcome on in. Also, congrats on getting third cake. We also got some check-ins to go over. Aqua checking in for the 98th time. Getting that 99%. Heck yes. All for it. We've got Omega maintaining that 100% on 99 sessions. We'll get to see tomorrow on whether the 100 branch is functional or not. It should be. It literally checks the sessions attended variable, and it should be checking the user metadata because that's what's read. No, likely now second off. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if it's fast enough, things definitely don't have time to change. Okay, ad sort of ran at the correct time. I forgot to re-enable the variables. On Friday, I disabled the weekday thing so that it wouldn't run while I was gone at like 5:50 and make people think that I was going to be streaming. I was streaming later on Friday. But Twitch's API has also been a little slow. And also, welcome on in, Cake. Welcome on in, everybody. Cake with the 92 sessions, 95.8%. Yes. Also a 70 streak. Those ones are a little more difficult for me to pick up on because they only show up in the activity feed because Twitch is too lazy to update their API, despite there being a lot of people voting in user voice to update their bloody API. But, Twitch stinks. Well, I think now is a great time to transition to Final Fantasy XIV. Let's get our Final Fantasy XIV started. I'm going to move the chat up here, because I'm not really using this monitor for anything else at this point. Okie dokie. Now I gotta get Final Fantasy XIV actually started. And we gotta change the category. Now, when I change the category, the game layer should become unmuted, but Final Fantasy XIV isn't running yet, so you're not gonna hear anything. Yep, there we go. I saw the layer just light up over here. Well, not light up as in there's audio, but it's no longer gray. It's not muted. See, this works best on Wednesday to Friday streams. Saturday streams, not so much. It's on category change. And I gotta change data centers too, because I was playing on a different data center earlier. Did I run Krista through the Little Ladies event yet? I need to do that. Give Krista some trees, even though she doesn't have a house. She does have an apartment building, and I think she also has a private chamber. You can get several houses in Final Fantasy XIV technically. There is a limit on how many houses you can get yourself, and that limit is 1. I think if you're a free company owner, you can get 1 for your free company and 1 for yourself. Something like that. That was like anti-bot mitigation, that's what it was. Of course, now they got even more mitigation against that. Okay, flop us over here. I've got to enable Final Fantasy XIV. Beep. There we go. We all good. And we're back from ads. What good timing. I just changed to Final Fantasy 14. We were doing the change during the ads as we concluded with the weather. So, welcome on back, everybody. What was I going to change this tab to? I opened a new tab, but I don't remember what it was going to do with it. Oh, hold on. We gotta get off our mount, and then we gotta do New Game Plus. Okay, there we go. We were checking out in scouting camps. We're seeing what everybody was all about. And now we're off to our next destination. We had to travel a little because we last finished at MSQ nowhere near a sanctuary. Bringing us back over here, and we're getting to know some people. Forgive me, Cody, but I cannot in good conscience ignore the callous disregard that woman showed for her kinsman. We must seek her out at once. With me. For honor? Well, we found her. Let's try not to get on our bad side too much now.
How he died matters not. Gesser was a great warrior. He will return to us in time.
Not soon enough, Hartoon. The Nardum is nearly upon us. Mayhap we should counsel restraint until after.
I do not understand. If Gesser is dead, how should he return?
They probably follow
Silence.
reincarnation.
You come to spy on us, knowing naught of our ways.
Well, we want to know more of your ways. That's why we're chilling
we know
here.
You are fearless, and that you are called the Undying Ones.
That is true. None are braver than the Dothal, for we do not fear death. With death, a warrior must dance boldly, fearlessly, for thus does his soul burn bright. Then, in death, his soul shines white, exalted. The flesh rots, but the soul endures. And ere the seasons have turned, so he shall return. When he is glimpsed in the eyes of a newborn, he is blessed with the same name, that he may grow into a great warrior once more.
You mean to tell me these newborn babes and fallen warriors are one and the same? Madness!
I gave you leave to observe, not to insult our beliefs. Have care what you say. Otherwise, do as you will.
Yeah, don't diss on someone's culture. That is a cultural thing. Come on, Gasetsu. Doesn't fully understand that, it seems. I didn't say it. Wasn't me. Well, she is angry. Rightfully so. My water was just a little out of my reach here. There we go. Smack that guy in the head for a outburst. Yeah. Oh, Gosetsu, calm the heck down. Got some understanding of cultures to learn here. Such contempt as was in her eyes I've never known. For the soul to live... But for the soul to live on, as if they are... As they say, is not something I can so easily accept. Well, it's a very different concept. You may truly believe this, all of them. That in death there can be rebirth, retribution. In any event, we came here in search of information. We cannot leave without speaking with our people. I can assure you folks, I'm a lot more calm. So, how's it going, Coco? I know you. Reunion. The travelers with the Mulgar. Marked you after I left on Ononia. One's from Doma. Others I could not place. My name is Coco. Welcome to Dorthoka. Coco sounds to your ear the name of a woman. Well, of course. That would be because it is. I died a woman and was reborn a man. It is of no moment. The soul is the soul, and the flesh is the flesh. Perhaps you scoff. Many would. Many look only to the name and the flesh, and let these things dictate their perceptions. Actually, I have a faction that is very well... I have a species in which they actually observe the reincarnation stuff. And in the sectoral leaders world, it is considered very rare for one to meet the same soul as somebody else, but not unheard of. Consider Sadhu got it. 3 times before she died a man, yet she returns as a woman in the 4th. Yet she is no less fierce. Any outsider foolish enough to think so will learn the truth to their peril. I myself would have no idea with previous life and stuff. Maybe my previous life was that with the birds, or at least somebody like more nature tied. I don't know. I just seem to like nature a lot more than human civilization. Human civilization, it's like okay, cool and all, but like. We have the worst selection in leadership. I like the concept of reincarnation. I like the idea of one life and that's it. It makes me uncomfortable and anxious thinking about it. Yeah. Body and soul. I'm speaking from my mortal flesh barrier. Essentially. The sectoral leader actually, it just takes on a humanoid-like form. He can be whatever form the heck he wants because that's his species. That has such a high magic percentage that most of a pure mage's insides is like all magic. Just contained magic. Or organized magic, say. They just take whatever form feels easiest to them. It's like, well, this form's easy enough, so, well, yeah, I'll just take this form. They could take the form of a dragon, too, if they really wanted to. But I'm sure a lot of pure mages do not like drawing the attention that dragons commonly do. Green facts. Nature and animal over humans. Yeah. And honestly, I find there's more and more people like that too. I mean, look, for our fellow companions, our dogs, our cats, our geckos, our snakes, our pets and that, like my goodness. And we tend to think more highly of them than we do of other people. I mean, how could one not? Especially when you observe their behaviors. Or birds, my goodness. Some of the birds we have are brilliant. I mean, look. We're in the range of the common raven over here. That's gotta be one of the most clever birds I've interacted with. Animals don't have hidden agendas nor lie. I mean, we don't know that for sure because there's a bit of a language barrier. But they do seem to state their intentions pretty clearly. Body language, eye contact. I'd say a lot of them are pretty good at just plain old stating their intentions. You never know what those magpies could be saying behind your back. We have a lot of magpies around here. And we got multiple nests that are occupied by magpies. So, essentially, I'm pretty convinced that we got a magpie colony over here. It's not really a big one, but we got a magpie colony. That sometimes blue jays will try to move into, but magpies and blue jays, despite being similar families, don't necessarily get along with one another. American magpies are a pretty rude bird overall. The cycle of death and rebirth. It is simply that. Take me. I died in battle with Hotgo. Fiercely did I fight. And so I returned. Alas, we know naught of our past lives. I must learn what it means to be warrior again and again. It is difficult to remember everything, but important. Blue jays are so territorial and full of themselves. Magpies can be too. Magpies are also common bullies. Maybe that's why magpies and blue jays don't get along with each other. Because they can both be rather aggressive birds. Everyone passes knowledge of another's past life. That must create a really cool effect. Like even if they're not like a reincarnation of oneself and all that, it must create a pretty interesting effect. Ah, opposite side of the circle. I mean, why? The same personalities like that will clash. Yeah, the more aggressive personalities with aggressive personalities are probably going to come into conflict. Impressive, is it not? It was slain by my boy. We were childhood friends, he and I, before he fell and returned. A master of the bow. It was good to see that he retains his skill. Have you guys ever seen a alien ship? Always. Ah, Cody. Have you completed your inquiries? Aye. It is as she said. They believe with every fiber of their being that their bravest warriors will be reborn. That's for me. I observed some of their warriors at practice. They're as formidable as Onir. Perhaps more. And their weapons are equal as well. Yet while they do not lack in skill and resources, it's plain to see that their numbers are inferior. This has been an educational experience, to say the least. Yet everything we learned is common knowledge to the people of the steppe. It will not be enough to earn our comrades their freedom. Not less than the Dorfl's plans for the time will suffice, I fear. Well, I've never been one for skulking about. I will go to Sadu and see what secrets I can prise from her lips. You're not on the best of terms, so, Hey, Sadu. I'm a lot more, chill. The spies return. And they have learned naught. Mayhap so, but no longer. Though you hide it well, I know you have devised some manner of cunning stratagem for the Dam. Not with it, I say. We are what you see, Doman. We are Dorthal. Or Dothrel. Others rely on tricks and traps, subterfuge, lies. We have need of naught but our own strength. We meet the enemy in battle and kill them. That is why I cared not what you did from the first. There is naught for you to learn. Tell your masters to meet us on the field and make ready to ride with our ancestors. Your confidence is plain, as is your strength. Yet you are not the most prosperous of tribes. The mole you mock are few, but so are you. Why? Though a glorious death is to be celebrated, it is yet death. While we kill many, many are killed in turn. In the wake of our battles, the soil drinks deep the blood of the fallen, their bodies piled high. Not all are born again, only the bravest. Yet one cannot return unless there is a vessel to inherit their soul. And if warriors die ere they birth children, and that is that. Even the brave warrior who finds the vessel will for many years remain a shadow of its former self. It falls to his elders to endure until he is ready to accept his responsibilities. Ever will we meet our enemies in battle without fear. Such is our way, even when our numbers dwindle. If we die, so be it. But know it, we fight to live, not to die. The Tharl train and make ready for the day. But they do not rush to meet it. Not until we have done our duty. Not his body has been given to the sands. Then our part is done. Rest, warrior. The Nadam draws near, and you will need your strength. If you intend to fight the Nadam, you should return to the mole and make ready. But know that when we next meet, you and yours will die. Or you could fight for us and live. Think on it, travelers. We shall. But if you would permit me a final question every part. Where is this place that Gizer's has been laid to rest? Though I knew him not, I was there at his end. I wish to say a few words. Rights for the flesh. I have heard of this. Madness, I say. For his body is of the earth now. He will not hear you. But you may speak to the sands if that is your will. They lie to the west. Make haste, for the Gideon may have already caught his scent. My apologies, Cody. This will take but a moment. Bye-bye.
Left for the vultures. It seems an insult to the man. But the soul lives on, they say. These bodies, no more than empty husks, returning to the earth. Seen through those eyes, I suppose the sight is almost comforting. Pardon me? When first I heard the tales, I could not help but scoff. Another queer tribe, I thought, with still queerer customs. Yet having borne witness to their rites, I cannot deny there is a certain logic to it all. A samurai will die for his lord without hesitation or regret. But this is not because he delights in such sacrifice. It is because he has faith that his death will serve a higher purpose. There is an awakening in that instant. When the heart sings, and the blood burns, and his soul finds peace. There is comfort in that. Nay, we dare not permit ourselves that luxury, my friend, tempting though it may be. Not while our loved ones yet remain in chains.
Chris's ears flicker. Test? Okay, I thought my microphone was delayed for a moment there. I was like, what the heck's going on? No, it's good. End up being brought a Slurpee. Or sorry, a Froster. Which is essentially a Slurpee. It's just we got two different Brandons for when it comes to the slushies and all that stuff. What is up with North American culture talking about calling items by their brand name? Anyways, I like the way the UK's, but not the UK, the EU region has been trained to say a lot of the stuff. I mean, look, I know there is squirty cream over there, but also they call a lot of their products by what it is, not the brand name. Which definitely causes some confusion and all that stuff, but although whipped cream is not a brand name, that's product name right there, and we just call it that over here. I mean, it makes it sound like we did something cruel to the cream, but yeah, whipped cream. And this Cool Whip, which I believe is a brand name. Yeah, it's a brand name. I just call whipped cream. I don't even call it by the brand name. I just call it whipped cream. I mean, you beat it until it fluffs. Yeah. Never really pay attention to that. I'd actually like to train myself to call more things by what they are and not by brand name, because honestly, I don't like being brand trained. It's bad enough that we recognize a lot of brand logos and all that stuff. Well, okay, maybe it's not necessarily a bad thing, because they do count for good landmarks. Especially when you're navigating a city. Unless you're trying to use 7-Eleven as a landmark, because in some areas they're like every 2 blocks, so it's like, ah yes, turn left by the 7-Eleven. Which one? There's like 10 down the same road. Well then, we must be on our way, even gazer. Let us return to the Dawn Throne and pray that our tale is enough to satisfy our most radiant task manager. Taskmaster. Task manager? Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm very computer trained, you can tell. Oh my goodness. Task manager. Oh boy, here we go. Another meanwhile. Alright. What behind back stuff happening here? Oh, they're bored. It's like Dunkin' Donuts in the Northeast. Oh my gosh.
Well, if there is a way out, I can't see it. Shame we didn't learn much before they locked us up.
We got to go on a culture exchange. We'll be back with information.
Orania won the last Nardum. These people leave naught to chance.
Well, it's better
Jim, I've had
than
something
turn up the
my
stone
mind
on the
for a
road.
while,
Yeah.
And now... In Alamigo, where I was born, I found it strange that for all the people who supported the resistance, there were just as many who didn't. But then we came to this part of the world and met with the Confederacy and lots of ordinary domans, and all almost every single one of them seemed content to just put up with things, no matter how bad they got. They all had their reasons, of course, and it's not like I don't understand them, but the thought of it made me so angry. After everything they'd been through, everything the Empire had done to them, how could they not rise up?
Thunder is
How could they
crazy
not
here.
fight back?
I wish the thunder was crazy here. I'd love to have a lot of thunder.
People are pragmatic creatures at heart. They hold on to hope only until they taste true hardship. Then comes fear and regret. Safer not to dream, they concluded last. For even
Just like
should
how we
they
go-
go by without some new disappointment, the next will only bring more of the same. And so they choose the more sensible option.
Oh my goodness. Like me
They
getting
learn to
fiery
abide
about
the
people who
indignities
don't
and
vote.
injustices, the pain and the shame, to accept them as normal. Such is the lot of most men. One cannot expect to spur them to action at a moment's notice.
No, that's definitely not how it works. You gotta give me notice when you want me to spur to action. I need 1 week's notice,
But
please.
if one who has known their pain can convince them to strive for something greater and rekindle the fire in their hearts, then they will remember what they have lost, and they will rise.
To higher places. Like the
had
floated
some
islands.
I didn't know who I was or who I wanted to be, and he risked his life to show me the way.
At least 1 week. Preferred 2. Yep.
Then honor him by doing the same for others with all your might and main. You know, when my homeland fell 25 years past, I was still in my mother's womb. Never have I known a free Doma. But my father did, as did many of my fallen comrades, as do many of my people now. It may be no more than a dream to me, but if I do not chase it, then who will?
The way you carry it all, you're just the same.
So he's 25 years or less.
As you?
Oh, no, not me. Definitely not me. I meant the warrior of light. Out there, somewhere. Doing what needs to be done. I won't have you put me to shame any longer. I'm going to seize the future I want, with my own 2 hands.
Just watch your temperament, alright? That's what's gotten you into a lot of trouble in the past. Oh my goodness. Fun fact, Manaturna begin to retain their memories 1 month before they're even born. Manaturna? What are we talking about? Talking about sectoral leader Mistleaf. That's who we're talking about. But that's lore you might only be a little familiar with if you were around during the Valentine's Day drawing stream. Because that was when you got to see Mistleaf for a bit. I actually have a model for Mistleaf and all that stuff. Mistleaf's not ever going to stream. She doesn't have time for that. She's a sectoral leader, but she's not a sectoral leader who could be at like 50 places at once like a sectoral leader Cody. Not everybody has the power of time. her powers are very much nature-based, which is fitting because her species is very nature-based. You're ready to depart, I trust. That good. Then let us away. Off we go. We come bearing information. There's not too much information, but we return bearing information. They literally go at enemies head on. There you go. They don't complicate things too much. Like the way that Fireblood is used by most. Don't complicate it. Use it for commands. Use it for a timer. You will need to use a run effect though if you want to have periodic timers that are different. Hello, Magni. We have we have information for you. I don't like getting too close to you, alright? All that you've seen and heard, your knowledge, I would have it. No secret stratagems, you say. That as well. I expected as much. Dotharl are not schemers. They live only for war. Go for the contest of strength and will. They are fierce, aye. And phase 1 is the court death. Meet us on the field and make ready to ride with your ancestors. Such were the words of their curtain, Sadu. Speak not the devil's name in the presence of the most radiant. You bade us tell you of a Dorfo, yet you would not hear the name of their leader? After the last of them, she gave great offense. The most radiant brother called him to the women of the steppe, that he might look into her eyes and see if Nama looked back. But that Jandon, that federal Udgun, she spat curses and called forth flames. She scorched the soil and refused to present herself. 3 days and nights we fought to claim the Dawn Throne, and she shows Brother Magni such disrespect, such defiance. By rights should she pay with her life. Speak not another word, Batu, or you will pay with yours. Her words are air, as the Domans say. However, they are proof of your service to the sun. Go and fetch the others from their cells. My lord, Lys, You were unharmed. Thanks to you and Cody, we are free to return to Molia. I take it. By your deeds, you have proven... By your deeds have you proven yourselves to be warriors brave and true. You may return to the mole and make ready for the Nida. On one condition. To fight in the Nida is to be bound by it. Swear, here and now, to abide by the law of the steppe. To accept the supreme authority of the Kagan, whoever so it may be. Sounds fair enough. We swear. We are free to go. We have freed ourselves. Wow, my mouse is laggy. Maybe it's because the stream preview is running. That's probably why. Wait, what the heck? No. Why are you not in the sound folder? Do I have other things running that are not supposed to be running? Or is it another stupid system task that I can't get rid of? Me talking about Task Manager. It's definitely not the GPU. The GPU is just chilling at 60 right now. It's definitely not the GPU. No, there's actually no resources that are strained right now. My mouse is just being laggy for some stupid reason. Yes, I love having, how many instances of OBS browser page running? Does every pane have to have that? Maybe I have too many browser sources loaded in. Oh. Oh, there you go. Their system just sitting there hogging 13% of the CPU for no reason. Always love that. But the CPU is in like the 60s right now. There shouldn't be anything wrong right now. Mouse should be moving just fine. Well done, my friend. I knew you would not fall. I should be glad to hear of your experiences with the Dothrel. Tharl. But as time is of the essence, let us converse en route. Sounds good today. Mouse does not want to work today. No, the mouse is all sluggish. You know, after stream, I'm going to have to like check all. I'm probably gonna have like a whole bunch of these like things in my all these things in my inventory. A good 90% of them are probably going to be like things that I can't really make any real use of. This will be like convert to XP, convert to XP, convert to XP. Come. Serena and the others are waiting. Yeah, they're probably wondering where the hell we are. We took quite the detour here. Well, that was a nice little unintended tour. Time for us to make our way back. That's all I've been doing myself. That's where all my levels have been from. That banner does not tell you what's going on, though. Oh, we gotta go directly inside. Thank the gods you are all right. When you failed to return, I feared the worst. But here you are, hale and whole. And you survived Bardom's battle. Blessed are we to have you as allies. With your strength, we may have a chance. Alright, and the dam was high. Sorry, nine. My friends, we have come to the final day of the Second Star. Dam. The battle will commence with the rising of the sun. The Gara will scatter and the soil, and the steppe will be unbound. A great vu will erupt from the earth and call for a new kind. All will converge upon the light, and the warrior who claims it will win the day. That's just a little time. Oh my gosh, we got a raid coming in. We got a raid coming in from Anything Horror, aka Corey. Welcome on in, everybody. I hope you had a lot of time doing the Phasmophobia. Hopefully, RNG, Ghost RNG was kind to you. Welcome on in, Corey. Good to see you. Also, welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome on in a second time, Rosie. Good to see you. A laptop is crashing out. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we don't, that's a little less than ideal. My goodness. Tangy, welcome on in. Putting the shopping away. Sounds good. It's fantastic to see you all. Any of you less than familiar? I'm sectoral leader Cody. This is my VTuber here. This is like the sectoral leader himself. I like to play my fair share of RPGs. I like playing my creative games, my Mario and Kirby games, all that good stuff. And my goodness, I love the heck out of weather too. We almost went an hour talking about the weather with the 5% areas with possibly strong tornadoes in all those areas. So yeah, that was quite something to watch as well. But no, fantastic to have everybody here. We are just in the middle of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood New Game Plus. We're on part 2. We're about to participate in this, but I always called it a dump, but I think it's actually pronounced differently, but I don't know. 30% of the words in this game are difficult to pronounce. Precious little time remains. Pray use it to prepare for battle. Many of the young ones have never taken part they are nervous. Perhaps you might favor them with a few words. It would do much to ease their fears. At the behest of the Cotton, you speak with us, yes? You are kind to do so. And I am grateful. Do not underestimate the power of words. A warrior conquers one with his hands, but 1,000 with his head. Even you cannot fight forever. Okay. Yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Feel free to chill, relax. If you haven't had any hydration in a while, then get some hydration, all that good stuff. If you haven't slept in a while, feel free to get some rest. Now is a great time to call out a med check. Make sure that you have taken your meds where applicable, or when applicable. And if you haven't done any self-care in a while, now's a great time to do that as well. I'm going to be doing more story here. anything that's not voiced, that's part of main story, I will do a voice acting for. Whether it's good quality, whether it's meh quality, is up to interpretation and subject to how good I am at somebody's vocal range. I can't sleep now, it's about to get dark. It's prime time for udon. Khotin, huh? When we were young, my friends and I could scarcely wait to challenge the Barnum's medal. We longed to become warriors. The day came and went, but we rarely fought men, mostly beasts. And now we must stand against the Onrir and the Dotharl. You have seen them, taken the measure of them. Do you believe we can win? You can and will. Have faith. Meteor. Oh, thanks for reminding me that the hitbox is off. There we go.
But
Yes. 'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Surely it is our will that we win. Of course. Sleepies. Tush sleepies. Oh gosh, no. I mean, actually, technically, if you're sitting and leaning for too long, your tush could go to sleep. Yes, it very much is a possibility. As long as it's not sleep because of tush. That actually is a punishment, a valid punishment that Krista has used against others, is pinning them down by sitting on them. Usually it's somebody who's behaving very poorly, which can extend to an enemy. That one, baby. It is you. The one who helped the children with their chores. For that I must thank you. No mayhap I will repay the favor in battle. Yes, I too will fight in the dam. Though you may not see me, while you and yours contest the oval, my comrades and I will devote our efforts into preventing other tribes from interfering. We are few and we are weak, but we shall do what we can to aid you. Go well, traveler. And if it be the gods' will, let us speak again when the day is done. How strange is this feeling, the thrill before battle, a battle in which I may die. We will fight, we will win, and we will return to Mologo together. Jeez. Like, punching her. Here, this'll get some pep in you. Yes, of course we will. I must have faith. I must have courage. Like punches, like boom, boom. And if how close, I'm thinking some knee kicks were being snuck in there. So I shall fight with all my might. And if it is the gods' will, then we shall win. Then we do that. Already I sense a change in the people, their hearts soothed, their resolve strengthened. This we owe to you. Oh, these pesky ads! We are of the soil, the wind and the water. We are not conquerors. But we are yet the children of Nahma. We are yet Zela. We were made for battle, to kill and be killed. We delight not in such things, but let no man doubt that they are in our nature. Flesh, blood, bone, that which was given we offer unto the gods as tribute. This day we embrace death, ours and our enemies. You too must embrace this truth, for this is who we are, who you are become as warriors of the steppe. May the gods guide you to victory. Yes, 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 yes. All that remains is to wait for daybreak. Next objective, wait for daybreak. Before we start this duty, we're going to make sure the ads are out of the way. While we are waiting for the ads to get out of the way, you'll know when they start because you'll see a little weather status from the sectoral enforcement squadron. Once you see that, the ads are probably rolling. It takes Twitch roughly 30 seconds to roll the ads. Or maybe it'll take it, or maybe Twitch will roll them slightly earlier than they typically do. Hey, it's a thunderstorm at the SES main base now. Heck yes, there we go.
Stretch those
Wind
shoulders.
into thunderstorms. This is actually a great time to do a stretch as well. Let's get that going. Wow, there was a double bone pop already. Oh, 3 bone pops.
Delicious.
Ah. Oh, 5 bone pops this time. That's a little more than usual. Good stretch. Thank you very much for the care package. We got our stretchies. We got our hydration, which I've got just over here. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Sneak some snackies in. Always nice to sneak in some Pramax. And before we get started on this, I'm going to BRB for just a moment or two. It's not going to be a very long BRB, so I'll just leave everybody on this screen here. We can stare at the glowing Serena. Back in a moment or two. Welcome back from ads, everybody. I'm also back from my very brief BRB here. See, that wasn't very long. Now that we're back, we are ready to begin this duty. Yeah. We will set it to normal. I set the previous one to very easy because I knew it was going to be bullshit anyways, so... Here we go.
I see you, soil bearers.
Ooh, shiny.
The soil has been scattered, and the steppe reborn! Sanctified and unbound, she calls for a new Han! Go forth and claim her, Dothal, and bring death to all who bar your way!
You notice I yelled too. Sounds like she's using the diaphragm. Yeah. That's how you properly yell without losing your voice. Point.
I must say, it's been a while. Is everyone ready?
A samurai is always ready. You shall remember this soon enough once I have taken to the field.
So we take on all comers, and then it's off to Jonah. I can't wait.
Please do not make it sound so simple. Let's keep our heads level here, all right?
Thank you, my friends. Upon the soil of one and all shall our deeds be inscribed.
To triumph for the dumb, you and your allies must race from Mole towards the Ovo in the distance, while fending off attacks from other tribes. Once you have arrived at the Ovo, you must claim it for the Mole, but be warned that the warriors of other tribes can do so as well, and only the first will be crowned king. Prevent your opponents from claiming the Ovo and endure their assault to win the Dam for the Mole.
Grant us favor, O Mother of the Dusk, and to victory guide them all.
Do we get to start on a mount? Yes.
Forward! Forward!
Hey, you. Would you like this? Would you like this, perhaps? Yeah?
Out of my way!
Yeah, you want to go? Of course, my summon went away while I was doing all that. Hold on. All of you that plan on getting in my way. And then we just keep going. Why can't you use your mount during this? Yobo, we're not too late? I'm standing on it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Goodbye. One-on-one? Yep. 101? You came, as I knew you would. But you too are a warrior of the steppe. I salute you, traveler, and should be honored to face you alone. But the dwarf thirst for blood will suffer no duels. Bear witness, Father Asim. The soil shall drink deeper blood this day.
Rise, brothers of the sun! Know your place!
Hearken to the chaos, brothers! Do our souls sing!
Oh, for Pete's sakes. There we go. You too.
Bow down before me!
one to me!
The sun cannot be extinguished.
Get out of here, your bullshit. Take a nap. You take a nap too. You're gone. You're gone.
It's not enough!
You need to die. Get out of here, you nobody. There we go. Okay.
The steppe has spoken. Then the Harnies.
We have won. The Mole have won. The Dawn Throne is ours.
We did it. And you, my friend, you were magnificent. Magnificent and, not a little terrifying.
What a strange tale this has become. To think I suffered them to live.
On your guard, Utun. The wind warns of men in iron.
We already claimed this place. Get lost.
I thought I'd find you here, Eorzean! Dearest of all my enemies.
Oh, it's Coward. Hello,
Today's
Coward.
the day I finally get to kill you. And then they'll give me a shiny medal and my choice of posting. Bloody perfect it is. Well, go on then. Kill him! Kill them all!
Dearest of all his enemies, eh? Congratulations. Hearken to me, honored warriors of the steppe. Our enemies intrude upon this sacred ground. Have you yet the strength to oppose them?
You forget to whom you speak, Doman. We are the Undying Ones. We are Dothal.
If this be the will of the Mole and their Han, so be it. The sun shall abide by the law of the steppe.
These fellas are definitely no good for none of you anyways. Let's get them out of here. Now, as much as I'd like to go after that coward, I'm not really Oh, you're engaged on me. How flattering. Would you like to be one of the first to go? You next? You next?
Time to get serious.
This blow shall end you. Mark well and word.
Alright, armored weapon, you're next. I'm ignoring this nobody. They just keep spawning in anyways. Bye-bye.
Let naught be left in our wake. How it burns!
Or die! I hate you! I hate you!
No, you did. I was ignoring you. I was ignoring you because I know you're a coward. Completely ignores him like, I really don't care,
He was
dude.
there for the taking! What do I have to do? I need more men, more
Didn't have
weapons,
nothing,
more
no.
power! Ah!
Yep, coward.
As if
That's
we
your
lose to
specialty.
the likes of him. And we're only gonna get stronger. Stronger and stronger until we're strong enough to take back everything they stole.
I have kept my promise, Serena. They are yours to command.
Oh, yes, of course.
Brothers and sisters of the steppe, the Nardom is ended, and we Mol now claim the Dawn Throne. No demands shall we make of you, save these. Heed our comrades' words, and honor the law of the steppe.
They're like, that's it? What?
Before I fought for the Mole, I fought for my homeland, for Doma.
And that he tells the tale.
To Doma, would you have us go to fight your war and win your freedom? Very well. The battlefield matters not, nor else the enemy. In battle do our souls burn bright. And better the mole's law than that of the sun. Arrogant and foolhardy were their pronouncements. Already you and yours show better sense.
Always gotta take a jab
The
on
sun
him.
shall answer your call, Doman. Wild as the wind the Otun and her brood may be, but they will deliver you naught. We will deliver you your kingdom.
Spicy. Spicy!
Weak and few as we are, the mole will fight for Doma too, if you will have us.
Things are coming together on that front.
I believe naught remains but to return to Doma at the head of a Zayla army, my lord. I cannot wait to see the look on Yugiri's face.
Nor I. We shall depart as soon as our forces are assembled and rejoin our comrades. And then, my friends, we shall bring freedom to the people of Doma!
Well, this is big progress towards our cause there. Very nice. And we still have a little time to push our progress a bit further. I would like to speak to sheep. I would like to hear me. That should have been my description of the last stream. Just put in the description. Me. Your Imperial friend truly has impeccable timing. Had he come even a few moments earlier, he might have actually stood a chance. In any event, that is 2 battles won in a single day, which, by my reckoning, gives us twice the cause to celebrate. But first, I pray you grant me a moment to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, we are one step closer to freeing my homeland from the tyranny of the Empire. I'm in your debt. Of course, if all goes to plan, this is like to be but the first of many such debts. Yet I promise to endure the insolvency with a smile, out of gratitude to the Kami for seeing fit to send you hither. Wow, I spoke all of that without tripping. I think that's what can be best described as a shite-eating grid. Yes. But it would be rude of me to monopolize your attention. Doubtless there are others who would speak with you. Let us go and greet Tremolin Colton. Might. Until we try to words names. Welcome, warriors of the steppe. It is an honor to receive you once more. We observed the battle from a distance and marked the moment of your triumph. In that instance, I wept tears of joy. Words are hard. Yep, they are. Not only did you bring us victory in the Dam, but you ensured that every one of my kinsmen returned with their lives. I haven't touched this game in ages. I do like playing it from time to time, especially these past few seasonal events. They've actually put a good amount of effort into them. You definitely want to visit from time to time with Final Fantasy XIV, because a lot of the seasonal events, they tend to be level 15. So they really don't require you to progress all that much. And you can get some pretty neat items out of it. I think right now it's Little Lady's Day, or is that over now? If it isn't over yet, I'm still going to get Krista through that. Okay, Little Lady's Day is still in effect until... Oh, jeez, till tomorrow morning. So, yeah, I want to get Krista through that tonight. Some were more gravely wounded than others, but none were lost to us. We could not have asked for anything more. If it is not too much of an imposition, would you be willing to go and speak with them? A simple gesture for those whom you shared the battlefield. Oh, she is looking at us. That was hard to tell from here. I thought she was still looking at the Elder, and I thought she was still looking at Tamolin and asking that of Tamolin. She was looking over her shoulder at us. The Sailor race is really making me consider playing this. You will have to get the Stormblood before you meet them, but... However, the Aura is actually a, it is a species that you can create. I don't remember if they require an expansion pack. When were they introduced again? I think they were introduced Stormblood, so they might... You might still be able to, create an Aura as a free trial user. Some part of me still struggles to believe it, but we won. We defeated the Unrear and the Dotharl and won. When they appeared before us, I was filled with fear as I'd never known. But then I saw you change with Serena and the others, and before I knew it, I was running and shouting. I will carry the memory of that moment with me always, as well as the moments of when you became one with Yovo and were declared Khan. The victory pose you struck was a sight to behold. Would you be willing to show us again? I think I can go V pose and it still works. Yes. Which one? Where am I supposed to do this pose? Here? In this general area? Yes. Apparently so. I was not supposed to target anybody in particular. There's no shortage of commands, that's for sure. You know, even though the Firebot one is now bookmarkable, the problem with that one is that eventually it'll blank out the page again and tell you you have to run commands again. The first one is not only bookmarkable, but always has a list of the commands. That one I have to update whenever I add or remove commands. I mean, not all of the commands are actually on there. There's a few extra commands, but like they're not commands that they're commands that only mods and I can use anyways. So see, I have a ping sitting on my Discord again. Let me just... I'll just do that. There we go. All good now. Aye, that is the stuff of legends. That's a Kong and all his splendor. A Kagan. Praise be to the Kagan, and to the gods for guiding him to us. Glory to the Kagan and his comrades, forever and ever, 100 years. The Kagan. Oh, I think I have to go back in. Hello. Me and my bird say hello. Ah, Cody. I'm told you gave the young warriors a fine show. Grandmother and I have been discussing how we might best express our gratitude to you. Mere words did not seem sufficient. I mean, you're already, I mean, we've already stated what we wish of folks. Right? This is a morning cure, a traditional instrument of our people. The feats of our greatest heroes, like Bardam and Shaka, are preserved in the song. Yours too will live on for years to come. Perhaps one day you might learn how to play it. But even if not, you may look on the more and remember this time, this place, as we will when we hearken to the music. Determination! Determination up! At the risk of sounding impatient, we have certain pressing obligations. It is time that we saw to them. You are right. To whom which is given, much is expected. Nay, do not think yourselves so indebted to us. Was it not you who gave us your blessing to participate in the Dam? And you who saved my Lord Hein from certain death. Doma is in your debt, and will ever be a friend to them all. And we to you, Gogetsu. A thought occurs to me. If you wish to return to Yanxia with all haste, the passage to the south of the Dusk Throne would offer the most direct route. The Dafaro sealed it with their magics during the Domin Rebellion, when more men in iron came from afar. If ever there were the time to open the pass, it is now. We should journey to the Dafaro Ka. Ah! But before that, might we visit the Dawn Throne? I wish to speak with our most radiant brother. Are you sure that's a good idea? I know he agreed to fight for Doma, but I doubt he'll be very happy to see us so soon after we beat him. Emma made us for war, Lise. Ever since we came into this world, we have fought. In Danerum, blood was shed and lives were lost. Brown Earth was stained with crimson, and the Zayla wept. But crimson is the dusk and the dawn, death and rebirth, an ending to mark a new beginning. We who are born are destined to die. As the seasons turn, we are born again. Thus spoke the first. As you see, we harbor no hatreds. The Nadam is a Nadam, and what comes after is what comes after. If you say so. The Dawn Throne first, then. Yes, and I shall accompany you. We gotta speak with Magni. That's a bird perch right there. This bird's got places to be, though. Bird flying through. Oh. Oh. The sun is disinclined to entertain you at length. Speak your purpose in coming. Humble as ever. Should I be humble in the presence of inferiors? I am the child of Azim, and you are not. Your triumphant Adam does not raise you to such heights. I got the shiny exchange. Oh yeah, and 56 sessions. Welcome on in, SLdr. Almost got half of it back. Apple, Midnight, Mario. You were close to half back. Sometimes the crows are nice, sometimes they're not. I actually haven't done a recent shiny exchange. Now apparently I have a lot because I end up rolling the sectoral later. Shiny exchange. Nope. I didn't really... I didn't get anywhere near 50% back from that one. But who will not be joining us? He was wounded and then done. His hurts are grave, and he requires rest. But he will walk in again in time. Whoa, this looks like a pretty... Oh my goodness, you got a Krista match. Well, no wonder why. Krista's already a good multiplier, and you got a match from a Krista. Match the Kristas, and you get a huge hug. And also a lot of shinies. A lot of shinies back. Oh my goodness. The Wario did add a little to what you got back to, but oh my goodness. Multiple Kristas. Very nice shiny exchange. I think I just used all my luck for the rest of the year. Oh, you'd never know with this shiny exchange. My goodness. Though it is no business of yours, such pity does not become a kind. We are not allies, traveler. Far from it. Minadam will come again, and with it our rule. I say again, why have you come? To bid us surrender to the Dawn Throne to the mole. Ow. Why would we do that? You guys still stay here, alright? Hey, the mole are beholden to the will of the gods, and they would not have us reside here. The Unrear and the Buddha may remain. We are here for Yanxia, and wish to speak with your part in the coming war. Ah, the Doman and the Ironman. I remember our pact. Sound the call, and the Honorer will answer. Oh, glad I am to hear it. We have preparations to attend to, but we'll send for you soon. The gods are kind. I'm sure the Honorer will prove a great boon in these days to come. Of the dusk, a maiden gentle and ethereal, dancer in the morning mist, a warrior besides. Look into my eyes, child. See you as him. Are you my Nam? What? I know not of what you speak, Brother Magna, but I'm certain you're mistaken, quite. We should get going, right now. Suddenly sits again. I mean, we had lore earlier that was mentioning the ties between the two areas, between the two factions. Anyways. Ah, the other B rank of this area. Hello, we are here to speak of you, of things. Hello. The Carrigan and its warriors. Figured it was either Serena or Sadu. More so Serena. The Mole definitely had their ties. We learned a lot of lore last stream, as short as the previous Final Fantasy XIV stream was. Greetings, my lady. We have come to you on our journey south, bound for Yanxia, where our comrades await us. How fare you and yours in wake of an Adam? Many were wounded, some few to the death. Resplendent were their souls in the chaos. It was a good battle, a good day to die. Soon we will greet them again. And mayhap one who went before them also. His seed has quickened in his lover. When the child is born, we shall see who waits behind his eyes, or its eyes. Already we must look to the next Adam. We must grow strong of body and mind, and your war will help us do so. Say the word and we will fly you to the field. Of that I have no doubt, for you are Dafaro. There's one more thing we would ask of you. The magics you use to seal the passage of the south, will you unmake them? If that be your wish. When next we come together, it will be on a great battlefield against a common foe. I trust that you will fight with the same fervor that you demonstrated during the Nadam. Ha! And you, Ancient One, will be the demon I know you to be. Less would be a disappointment. Anyways. His laugh is always quiet. We are to hear you speak about your car's extended warranty. Yep. Up I go. Sanakarun has done her part. This passage will deliver you to Doma. It is here we must part ways until the day you call us to battle. It won't be long, I know. But take care of yourself, Serena. And tell your grandmother and the others again how much we appreciate everything they did for us. I will. Oh, I nearly forgot. I have another gift for you. Oh, it's a red, wait, is this the banner of the Mole Tribe? It is not the most practical of gifts, but we nevertheless wish to present it to you. I do not fully understand what has befallen Doma, your homeland, please. But I do understand that you and yours have suffered terribly. The mole placed their faith in the gods, and in turn they shepherd us. They watch over and keep us. We pray they show you the same favor. As it was in the Nadam, blood will be shed, and your lands engulfed in a storm of fire and steel. A storm of blood. Stormblood. Anyways. Yet as it did here, it shall mark the new beginning there. May you ever walk in crimson. For in crimson there is life, there is liberation. Thank you for your prayers, Serena. We shall remember them. Until we meet again. Up she goes. Zoom! Just like that. Oh, sort of zoom. Got a wave too. There we go. Now off she goes. Are we at that time already? That time where I have to go way the heck somewhere else because we are far away from a from a sanctuary. We'll take the flight there. Manda Bear, welcome on in. Never catch your streams, dang it. And usually you've been around for hours. I've been well, this is the 3-hour day. It's a weekday. On weekends, we go for 5 hours. But yeah, welcome on in. As long as you make it here for at least part of a stream, the check-in system will check you in and increase your number and all that good stuff. I always miss your streams. I do try to keep them consistent, though. That I try. Although, like I said, the time zones around the world are very different. Also, as some of you may have noticed, daylight savings time has probably messed around with some people's timings. Like, oh, you started an hour earlier. No, our time shifted by an hour. That's why things changed elsewhere. Daylight savings time, the thing that nobody asks for, and the thing that people try to say, oh, but farmers don't use a time. They don't use a clock. They use the sun. That determines what they're doing when they're doing. Started an hour late for me. Yeah, we did go plus 1 hour. They're usually lost in the pools. Oh yeah. I usually have a lurk tab open there. And because I don't actively watch my own stream, because why would I do that? That would drive myself nuts. I can have up to 2 extra tabs open. All that good stuff. I'm up at 6 a.m. every morning. Yeah, plenty early. I tend to wake up a little earlier in the morning and all that stuff, and that's one of the reasons why I don't go too late with the stream around this time. But yeah, speaking of around this time, this is around the time that I send us over here, and I take a look at who the heck can I send you off to? Oh, you're probably going to hear the music for a little bit. I got to get out of the game first. And then I got to take a look at who to send you off to. Now, I don't tend to send you to, like, same places or anything like that. So let me take a look at who I can send you off to. My follows list. Let's see how lively the follows list is. Decently lively, actually. You know what? I know they don't have too much time. The moon. I must stream in so you can send me home. Here we go. You know what? I actually haven't sent you over here in a little while. And because Fool's in the middle of things right now, I'm going to send you guys over to the Fool. Usually this is like late in the stream and there's not much time over there. But I actually haven't sent you over there in a while, so I'm going to get that all sent over. Just left to be. Oh my gosh. Back we go. Congratulations to the top 3. You get bonus gold pieces to use in future sound commands. I'd like to thank you for joining, whether you're here in full, in part, whether you're active, whether you're lurking somewhere between. It's all greatly appreciated. The first raid message is for subs. However, in the event that you don't have a sub, we've got a message just underneath. Anybody can use that one. And yeah, next stream is going to be tomorrow. We're gonna be playing around with some bot stuff, all that good stuff. Thanks for making me want to play Final Fantasy 14 again. No worries at all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the story's ramping it up for Stormblood here. So yeah, Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Mountain Daylight Time. Look forward to bot stuff. Friday, FaceTuber Friday. Look forward to, I think we're doing Hightail, actually. I think. Unless I'm confusing my weeks again. And Saturday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Look forward to more Outbreak. Gotta do some Outbreak. Thank you for this stream. Have a good night. I'm downloading the game. Oh my goodness, I hope you have lots of fun. It can be a little slow at the start, but as you learn skills and as you begin to multi-class, things really start to pick up. Plus, the free trial has no subscription requirement, so I say like stick with the free trial for as long as you can, and then if you feel invested enough, feel free to get. All right, everybody, have a good night. Take good care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Till next time, we'll see you later. Bye bye.